Hello everyone, welcome to one another episode of weekly sectoral analysis. Sorry, last couple of week I was not available. Last week मेरा एक workshop था and before that I was stuck in some extremely important work due to which I could not share the video. But anyways, I'm back this week and we'll continue with our sectoral indices analysis. So first, as usual, while looking at the Nifty, what we can see that it is continuing its higher highs, higher lows in the daily and in the weekly time frame chart as well. Now, when we have a look at the weekly time frame chart first, overall, it seems positive, no doubt about that, but it is trying to go up very slow. It has to pick up. The pace has to pick up. The momentum has to pick up because any index, any stock which wants to go higher, it requires trend and momentum both. And generally, if the trend is up, but it does not have momentum, it's just going like haywire, तो उसमें ट्रेड करके पैसा बनाने का बहुत मुश्किल होगी. It's not going to be easy. As of now, so far, it is still okay. It is acceptable, but I feel as a trader, Nifty needs to go higher as soon as possible, as fast as possible. And as of now, I think we have been able to bounce back from a very, very important support, which is the 61.80% Fibonacci retracement. This was a upside gap. This acted as a very good support. From here, we have been able to see a couple of days of bounce back, which is not enough. Obviously, this is not enough. इससे ज़्यादा bounce back की ज़रूरत है, but still this is the start. Do we have a breakout as of now? Is this move enough to give a signal? No. I think we need all these levels, 24,400, 24,500, 24,600, and even above that, all these levels to be taken, on the upside, and then we'll see some good, decent upside movement. Okay. So far, things are okay, but we need to see some good momentum in Nifty. Bank Nifty, if I look at it, I think my view is a bit different from Bank Nifty because the reason for that is Bank Nifty में कैसा है, अगर आप देखोगे यहाँ पे weekly time frame chart पे, then what has happened is Bank Nifty is that the overall state of trend is positive, but it is losing momentum. It is losing momentum. It has been way too choppy in the last few weeks, especially in the daily time frame chart over here. So due to this, it has been losing momentum. Okay. There is one sector which can help Bank Nifty to go higher. I'll talk about that. But if Bank Nifty wants to see this sort of momentum on the upside, then it needs to surpass 58,400 level, which is very, very important. As of now, it is still positive, no doubt about that, but it is losing momentum. So just be very, very careful. PSU banking space. PSU banking space as a sector looks good in the weekly time frame chart for sure. Overall trend is up. Momentum is up. Looks terrific. If you have a look in the daily time frame chart and if you use Fibonacci over here, I'll just like to use this Fibonacci retracement to find out that this 8535 to possibly 8615 is a decent support band for the PSU banking space on the daily time frame chart. And you can see over here that we have one or two positive candles. This is a hammer, the last on the Friday, and this is looks like a doji, not exactly a doji, but looks like a doji. And when these sort of candles are forming at a support band, it is positive for the sector. If it gives a breakout in the next upcoming week, I think PSU banking space is one sector for sure I'll keep a watch on. Private banking space. Private banking space in the weekly time frame chart, if you have a look, I mean, daily is looking different. Okay. Daily is looking different and weekly is looking different. I would say daily it's pretty choppy. It's choppy. It's sliding down, but it is like up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's pretty choppy. In weekly time frame chart, it's very straight. Up, down, probably this is a retracement. It's trying to bounce back, but no progress as of yet. So when the weekly time frame chart is choppy, when the daily time frame chart is choppy and when the weekly time frame chart is looking fine, it's not going to be easy to participate in the private banking space. So overall, I feel it's a choppy sector and I would like to stay away. Maybe stock specific trades could be possible, but as a sectoral index, I would like to stay away. Oil and gas. Oil and gas, if we have a look, it is very choppy. Weekly time frame chart may be choppy hai. Daily time frame chart may be choppy hai. No doubt about that. But there is one thing which is looking interesting. If you see this low, this is just above 10,500. Then we had this high at 11,800. Again, we had a low which was just about 10,700. Just to understand, we have a higher low. After this, continuously, if you find out, we are forming higher lows. Is it that we are forming a bottom or something? The answer is no. We are not forming a bottom. But surely price is rejecting downside levels. Price नीचे जाने के लिए ready नहीं है. It's a positive sign, but not that much positive that I would like to, have a positive view on this sector and, try to buy stocks. No, it's way too early to say that. But I think it's trying to gain strength on the upside, not momentum, but strength. We'll see what happens in the next few weeks. Autopack. Autopack surely one of the leading sectors now. Positive state of trend in the daily, in the weekly. Overall things are looking great, but slightly overstretched. You can see the prices here, the moving averages are here, slightly overstretched. So if you have not been able to participate in the auto space rally over here, and if you're trying to get into the auto pack over here, then probably you need to be a bit more careful on your position sizing. Probably after a pullback, it would make more sense. Consumer durables overall looks positive, no doubt about that. The state of trend is supremely positive, continues to form a higher high, higher low formation. Momentum wise also it is looking pretty great. Even the daily time frame chart is positive, no doubt about that. Consumption pack, we can see that in the daily time frame chart, it was a short-term uptrend. Price has retraced near 50%, not exactly 50%, near 50%. And ये जो 50% retracement है, somewhere here, we have this previous high. So this is a very good support level for the consumption sector. Overall trend and momentum in the weekly time frame chart also looks positive. And this is a short-term dip at or near a previous support, previous high, which is a support now. So overall looks good for a buy on dips candidate for a long only trader as of now. Finance pack. Now this is debatable. Why I'm saying debatable? Because आप सिर्फ जो price action हो रहा है उसको देखिए जो weekly time frame chart. I'll just try to highlight something for you. Now what we can see over here, complete choppiness, right? Complete choppiness. Now same thing, if you try to figure it out what is happening in the daily time frame chart, it is even funny. Now this is the previous low, then we have a previous, and then we have a high. Again we have a low which is higher than the previous one. So for an uptrend to continue, we should have a high which is higher than this one. हुआ क्या, हमने एक lower high बनाया, फिर वापस अभी next last 2-3 दिन में हमने एक higher low बना दिया है. So the range contraction is happening. Overall, it's a consolidation. It is losing momentum like anything. It is losing momentum. So as a trader, अगर आप sectoral indices को, अगर index के chart को अगर आप analyze करोगे, तो possibly it will look very, very choppy. But if you go within the constituents of the finance pack, if you go within the stocks of the finance pack, you will find out few stocks which are very, very positive. No doubts about that. So finance, I think, is a sector which you will have to go by the stocks rather than the index chart. Okay. FMCG, I think one of the most underperforming sectors. I'm using the word most. Continues to form lower low, right? This is the previous low, this is the next low. Overall trend momentum is also down, no doubt about that. And as a sector looks very, very negative. Okay. IT, positive structure, positive trend and momentum in the weekly time frame chart. Only thing which is probably as a concern is one thing in the weekly time frame chart and one positive thing in the daily time frame chart. The thing which is worth have a looking at and which is a little bit concerning is this resistance band, which is holding on since probably April of 2026. Okay. And multiple times price has rejected this band. वापस यहीं से price नीचे आया है. There is a decent level of support here, okay, which is 29,600, and even over here, which is 23.6, which is a Fibonacci retracement, which is just above 30,400. So overall IT looks fine, but it needs to surpass this level of 32,118 and possibly even this level, which is 31,600. Because अगर आप देखोगे 31,600, this is the midpoint of this entire band. ये जो पूरा band है ना दोस्तों, इसका ये midpoint है. So this is also very, very important level to be surpassed. So we'll keep a track on this sector, but overall it looks positive for the short-term traders. Infra pack, I think, as a sectoral chart, again, just like finance, it is losing momentum. The trend is up, no doubt about that. The trend is up. You can see the displacement of moving averages. The trend is up, but it is losing momentum for sure. But अगर आप infrastructure sector में अगर आप stocks को देखोगे, there is one stock, because उसमें 2 या 3 ही stocks ऐसे हैं जो heavy weights हैं. तो एक stock outperform कर रहा है, एक underperform कर रहा है, and just due to that, when one stock is underperforming, one stock is outperforming, the overall sector is choppy. So अगर आप sector को देखोगे तो आपको feel होगा कि मुझे infrastructure sector में trade ही नहीं करना है, but when you will open the chart, you will see something different. Metals. Now here things are getting little bit more interesting. Now what has happened in the metal pack is that in the weekly time frame chart, it corrected. It has been able to give an up move. Over here also it went up, came down. Now it's trying to go up. So far, is it positive? Looks positive, but still I am not convinced somehow. As per my setup, I'm not convinced. Waiting little bit, हो सकता है, I might enter little bit late, हो सकता है, because as a trader, many times it happens that you join in early in the rally and then you face a drawdown in your portfolio because वो जो up move था वो सिर्फ temporary था. So as of now, I have kept my view on metal pack as flat, sideways, consolidating. Is it trying to improve? The answer is yes. It's clearly visible because ये देखिए ये पूरा support band है. Price ऊपर से नीचे आया है. It's trying to bounce back. Last 3 weeks have been consolidating. Even though we have been consolidating. If it continues to outperform, then maybe next couple of weeks my view will change. Okay. Pharma pack continues to stay in an uptrend, an upside momentum. Overall looks like an outperformer. And little bit overstretched in the weekly time frame chart for sure, but overall looks positive. PSE as a sector, it's trying to go down, but अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे, if you look very, very closely, try to compare this down move and try to compare this down move. Are they different? The answer is yes, because over here we had very good momentum. मतलब कुछ हफ्तों में ही पूरा पानी पानी हो गया सेक्टर, पूरा सेक्टर ही नीचे आ गया. But over here, after this initial fall, the sector prices are not ready to go down. They are very, very reluctant. If you see in the daily time frame chart over here, like after every fall there is a pullback. After every fall there is a pullback. again there is a pullback, fall, again 2 days pullback. So something is happening very, very fishy. Is it trying to reverse? No, I'm not saying that it's trying to reverse, but some sort of buying interest is developing over here. But. क्या मेरा view as a technical trader, is it positive? The answer is no. The answer is that the sector is still negative. But if it reverses, then maybe I would be interested, not otherwise. Real estate back. Real estate sector has a lot of strength. As a sector, it has a lot of strength. It was consolidating for the previous few weeks. Now, as of now, it is still sideways. As of now, it is still sideways. It is consolidating. Once I think it starts moving up, it captures momentum, short-term momentum, then once again probably I'll be interested in the real estate pack. Overall, right now also positive ही है, it's not negative, but it is lacking momentum. It has decent momentum, but it doesn't have very, very high momentum. I think आने वाले हफ्तों में शायद दिख सकता है, possible है. Overall defense, India defense as a index looks positive. If you use this Fibonacci over here, then you will find out that this retracement is working pretty nice for India defense as a sector, because this previous high was a resistance. Now it is working as a support, and overall trend momentum looks positive. No doubt about that. All right. Midcaps overall looks fine. Things are positive. No doubt about that. थोड़ा सा momentum कम है, but overall prices continues to go higher. So I think अगर हम market को देखें overall, it's not bad. It's not at all bad. It is okay. It's not great, but it is okay. There are few sectors like PSU Banks which are outperforming. Private banking space is flattish. FMCG as a sector is very, very bad, underperforming. PSE is also underperforming. Metals ऐसा एक sector है जो sideways है, but it's trying to capture momentum. आने वाले I think 1 या 2 हफ्ते में पता चल जाएगा. Realty space is also trying to capture momentum. Now IT is one sector. अगर ये चलना चालू हो गया, and if it surpasses this level of 32,118, 32,250 and continues higher, it could be the dark horse for Nifty. Why? Because it is a heavyweight, and since private banking space is not moving up, FMCG is also an underperformer, and if IT space continues to move higher, then it will help Nifty a lot. All right. So I hope these videos are helpful for you to understand how markets can move. Trade less, trade wisely.